It's Adam Fenderberg from Brainless Tees, and I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and he had suggested that perhaps one of the things that might be beneficial to you, because my company is rather focused on value versus price, would be to give you some greater service by offering to design the shirts, or even working with you. We get on Skype sometimes and design shirts with our customers. I've had customers scribble something up on like a napkin and give it to me. Just kind of a brutish outline of a shirt, and just kind of telling me where they want the different elements located. So what I did was I got online, discovered, looked around for some good pictures from the Hobbit movie, and so I will tell you kind of what I'm seeing when I'm looking at these things, and maybe that would help you in your shirt design, as well as when we discuss things in the future. Now, the first thing that I was looking at was a picture of Bilbo here. Now, Bilbo is rather colorful, and to get him to look good, you would have to do one of two things. You'd either have to make him a black and white image, or you would have to make this like a 5 or 6 color print, which would get kind of spendy. And I kind of got the impression that wasn't really what you wanted to do, that you wanted to keep this at 2 colors on the front and 2 colors on the back. So another option is to go with something like this. Now this, we can actually accomplish this in 3 colors if we go without the blue in the background. And one of the things that I did to kind of head this off was I traced this thing out so that I can actually print it like this. This would be white, yellow, and red. Or you could make this a black and white image, but white, yellow, and red is all that would go into creating this image like this. So let me show you just kind of what I was thinking about doing with the shirt design. We start out with a composite, which is this shirt in the background. It's we can take this shirt and we can turn it, different colors if we want to. If we want to go with a blue shirt, we just click on it and make it a blue shirt. And we can kind of, get some different looks as far as, you can see what the end product is going to look like without a whole lot of hassle. Now it kind of looks a little grayish, but that's so that you can see the shading in here. So anyway, let me the field image that we are limited to because of our presses is 12 inches wide by about 18 inches tall, which is really a gigantic print. But some people are going to want to go really large for certain applications. I don't think that yours is like that. So anyway, okay, so whoops. So anyway, with us being here, I decided to put Gandalf kind of right here in the middle, and then what I thought that I would do would be to come in here and grab Gandalf, and to avoid maybe the sharp edge that would be along this line here, so that it's not so cut off, would be to kind of fade it out like that, so you get kind of this sort of a look. Now this here, we also have we have also prepped so that this particular Hobbit image could be done in 3 colors also, which would be white, yellow, and red also. Now, so maybe we'll set it up here something like this. This keeps us within the constraints of a whoops, didn't mean to grab that. I meant to draw a square. A 12-inch by 18-inch image is going to be something on the order of this, on a size, like a size medium shirt. So it, you can see that is a rather large print. And I don't know if that's the size that you've had available to you in the past, but that's kind of what we're able to do. So, and then I took your Cinetopia logo and I made it so that we could take it and set it up here, and we can actually go through and recolor it if we want. If you don't want yellow, we can go with that, and then we can recolor all of these elements in here, which I think would be a really horrible idea looking at that. So anyway, that was kind of what I was thinking about doing on the front, if that's what you want. That would be 3 colors, and honestly, on this particular case, I think that that would be a pretty fantastic use of color. Maybe go with just 1 color on the back and keep the price the same. Now, I also have images set up here for the back. I did the same thing with Gollum here. I found, now these are not particularly spectacular images that I found online. They're the DPI on them, the dots per inch, is really not all that high. And if you were able to come up with something that would be pretty spectacular. I'm thinking that that's not really a problem for you to come up with something. I was actually thinking that some of the posters that they give you guys are pretty great. So let's get this kind of settled so that he looks good, and I get those letters kind of clipped out of there, and you can still kind of see those letters. So let's go back through here and redo that. Let's come up just a hair like that, and then I also want to take this and just desaturate. So that would be a black and white image, and then maybe, whoops, I need to go back over to page 1 and grab the Cinetopia here. Group copy, and then stick that on the front. We can actually drop this right on top of this whole thing. And on this one here, if we wanted to keep this with just a 1 color, delete that little thing, and make this 1 color like this. Stick that, maybe kind of overlap onto his head a little bit, or maybe throw this all the way up across the top, and then whoops, and then maybe do something. I can't remember if it's the 14th or the 13th, but it's one of those 2 days. And then we'll, maybe we can drop something across here. We can always take and edit and, move things around, and then if we throw like some kind of an outline on here, whoops, don't want to do that quite like that. And then maybe if we do throw like an outline on there, let me see if I can get this to cooperate. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so then I can come through here, drop a outline on here, and it will make it so that it causes some space between the graphic down here. This black won't actually print; it'll just create a space so that we can actually, you know, bring this up a little bit into the graphic and create something kind of like this. So we get to keep all of the this. Now we can keep a lot. You know, we'll see a lot of this detail in the final print. The better the graphics that I get from you, the better the graphics that we can create in a shirt. Now this back was, you know, completely off the top of my head. I hadn't really planned it, so as much time as you've seen me invest here is as much time as is in it. So anyway, this is Adam Funderburg from Brainless Tees, just showing you a couple of the options of the ways that we can do things on your shirt design, and so that you can get a really fantastic product. Thanks for your time, and I will talk to you later.